Hello, guys. You're welcome to the 27th day on our 30-day journey. Today's session promises to be a bit intriguing. In fact, the tip we're sharing today is going to cause some troubles for some of us. But I'm sure when we're done with the engagement, you're going to understand why we chose this tip and why it is something that you must have to keep doing on a regular basis. Before we hit the ground running, before we share on that tip, we will do what we always do. We'll take our announcements. Is go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Is our connection linked together? Is the way we can keep exchanging thoughts and value. And I must say something here. Please, when you watch our videos, do your best to make comments. Your comment is your feedbacks to us. Yes, your comment is your feedback to us. If you think your comment is going to be negative and you think it's something that we need to be able to improve on what we're doing, and you honor us enough and you don't want it to be in the public domain, just go through the description for these videos and you're going to see our email. Do us an email. We appreciate your review. We're doing this not for ourselves, we're doing it for you. So whatever contribution you can make that will make us give you something that's valuable to you, we will appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's why we are asking for your connection by subscribing to the channel and enabling the bell so we can always continually engage. The Tony Lumelo Foundation is gradually drawing close. Join our team so we can help you prepare to take advantage of this. $5,000 turned my business around. The endorsement of the Tony Lumelo Foundation gave me validation when I felt threatened about the notion of the idea I was running with. And the trainings and the connection that comes from being a part of the Tony Lumelo Foundation is tremendous. It's something you don't just want to let go. So please come on, let's work together so you can be among the selected. We're promising that if you implement the way we guide, you will sure get closer. We've gone ahead to author books that makes this process all easier beyond the TEF. These are books that will help you take a look at your business idea from the idea stage to the funding stage, from selecting the best of idea to moving it to the market effectively to raising the fund to operate. All of them are well taken care of. It's a combo. Just follow that links, trescaro.com/links. If you follow that link, you get to where you see books. Place your order for these books and share your feedback with us as you engage with the book. Please consider joining the Trescaro tribe. It's our tribe as we approach seasons like this where TEF is up and running. People keep calling. Opportunity on platforms, people keep calling, looking for one-on-one engagement to be able to take advantage of such opportunity. I'm just one person. I have a team that we're working together. I'm not going to be able to attend to everybody individually. That's why we created this tribe, so we can focus on those who value us enough to be a part of our tribe. So you may not be able to access some of the things that we can help with if you are not a member of this tribe. That's not to belittle you. That's just to set a protocol for our engagement 2021 and going forward. Yes, we know we have a lot that you can benefit from, but if you don't trust us enough to come closer, there's basically nothing we can do to help that. So that's why we are waiting for you to join us. I shared yesterday too, and this is it. Part of what we do on the tribe is to help our people make the best of everything they do. Nathaniel consults for me marketing and sales of my product and services. He had to teach my tribe on the 12th of January on how to sell tons and tons of their products and services. So I'm making that available for you to be able to buy. Just follow the link and take your spot. You have access to everything it takes to be able to structure your product and services, your marketing, so that your product and services can hit the world. So right now we're hitting the tip for today. Who is excited? Can I see you? Leave a comment for me there. Say, I am excited. I am excited. Okay, let's go in. Put yourself in trouble. Wow, what's this guy talking about? I always want to ask questions that I think may be ringing in your heads. Put yourself in trouble. That's the tip we're talking about today. Put yourself in trouble. Put yourself in trouble intentionally. You know, Ubon King, may his soul rest in peace, is one person that have made us see trouble from a totally different perspective. He's the one that normally said the best way to get out of trouble is to get into trouble. You know, I began to listen to him and hear all of those quotes. I've already been talking about this perspective I'm going to share with us today. Because truth is, what is trouble? Trouble is simply difficulty or problems. Why are you in business? You are in business to solve problems. There is something phenomenal found out about life, and that's something that you must understand too. In life, we are either in trouble, heading towards trouble, or out of a trouble. That's the reality of life. As humans, that is what we consistently face. In fact, when God when God had a meeting among themselves, he said, come, let us make man in our image, in our likeness, let them have dominion. He began to name spheres of influence that we must dominate because those spheres of influence were having problem. The Bible said in the beginning, God created the world, full stop. Then verse 2 said, and the world became cataclysmic. The world became void. It means there became troubles and problems in the world. And God decided to create us to solve problems. So, as humans, you are created to solve problems. You are trained to solve problems. Remember when you say, I want to read so and so course in school, I want to train myself along this path. What you're saying is, I want to empower myself to solve these kind of problems. I want to empower myself to solve these kind of problems. So, which means intrinsically, we understand that we are created for problem solving. We are created for problem solving. The purpose of creation is to solve problems. I always use this analogy. The problem, that's the purpose of a thing and the thing itself. I always ask this question, which comes first? The purpose of a thing comes first before the thing. Let's look at it this way. At some point in time, when television came into existence, the need for a remote control never dawned on us. You could put it on, you could put it off, but as we began to think, why do I have to get up from where I am to go manipulate the television? The purpose of having to sit in a distance and control the television came up. On the basis of that purpose, a remote control was created. So the purpose for which God created you is to solve problems. So when you begin to run away from problems, you're running away from wealth. And truth is, get this, nature doesn't allow for vacuum. It provides you with a problem to solve daily. So when I say put yourself into trouble, what I'm trying to tell you is create your problems. Create your problems. Create your problems. By experience, I've known this. Every human is supposed to be solving a problem part time. Every human being is supposed to be solving a problem part time. And I have seen the most wealthy guys take on some very gigantic problems, and all their mind is running around how do I solve these problems? The world is thinking, how can we join him to solve these problems? We talked about the gate when we were talking about practicing seclusion, you know, trying to spend time alone with yourself. We talked about the fact that he kept thinking. In that same documentary I watched on Netflix, I discovered that most of the time he was thinking about problems to solve. You know, why you think he's making a lot of money is disturbing himself with the problems of humanity that he chooses to solve. So, what I'm simply asking you to do perpetually in 2021 is to pull out some problems and wrap up your life and energy around solving them. Because nature will provide you problems to solve. So, this is a strategy to deceiving nature because you provide your own trouble, you create your own troubles. And the truth is, when you are focused on solving that problem, nature's understand that this guy is already busy. Let's take this challenge to somebody else. And guess what? These problems you create are positive problems. For instance, I've set a goal. My goal is so audacious that sometimes I'm wondering whether 24 hours will be enough for me to achieve it. That's a big problem enough for me. When you create your problem, nature will allow you to solve them and excuse you all through that time. Yes, nature will allow you to face this problem that you have created and allow you to solve them, excusing you from other problems and challenges. But when you don't create problems, nature will put problems your way because you can't escape it. You were created to solve problems. You were created to overcome troubles. So, my admonishment to you today is that create positive troubles for yourself. Imagine someone who chose to say, I want to solve the environmental problem of a city. In fact, that's one of the challenges we created that led to the creation of EcoConnect. And as we took on that challenge, yes, we've not been able to solve it all, but we are daily working at solving it. And as we are doing that, we're beginning to get support from all over the world to support us to do it. So that's what I'm talking about. Create a problem for yourself. Put yourself into a trouble. When you see someone in trouble, the first instinct, the first thing that happens to you is that you want to help. So putting yourself in trouble is the easiest way to get help, is the easiest way to attract help. Especially when you apply the principle we're sharing, creating positive troubles. You tell yourself there are children roaming the street who should be in school. I want to do something about it. That becomes your trouble. Nature knows that this guy is already busy trying to solve the issue of street children. Let's aid him. Your mind begins to think about things like that. Your mind begins to attract opportunities around that space. You know, there's what is called the principle of focus. It states that when you focus on something, you are blinded to others. When you focus on something, you are blinded to others. That's how it works. That's how it works. And nature understand that because this guy is already focused on this, let's not bother him anymore. The great always put themselves in positive problems that when they eventually solve it, it makes them increase in value and contribution to the world. So they end up becoming greater and greater. So if you want to be a part of the great guys on earth, you must begin to think about creating troubles, creating problems, creating or adopting societal troubles and problems and making them become something you must consistently be working on. You are created to solve a problem. You can't escape it. You can't escape it. Our admonishment is that creates a positive one so that nature will not bother to give you something negative. Nature will not bother to give you something negative because you are already busy. It's a principle of focus. You have to focus on this so nature will not give you something else. You know, I realized something, that of a truth, comfort is a bigger enemy than problems. A lot of times we are working, striving to be comfortable, doing a lot to be comfortable. But in my opinion, comfort is a bigger problem than is a bigger enemy than problems. Because truth is, the problems of life challenges you and help you to become the best of yourself. But comfort perpetuates you in laziness. Comfort perpetuates you in laziness. The greatest guys, even though they have everything it takes to be comfortable, they don't rest on their comfort zones. In fact, I tell people that the closest room to your comfort room is the room called poverty. You know, so whenever you get comfortable, you start to lose the ground that you have covered before. Whenever you get comfortable, you start to lose the ground that you have covered before. So never strive to be comfortable. In fact, in your comfort, begin to look for problems to solve. When you pursue problems, you're actually pursuing wealth, because in the pursuit of problem, that's where wealth lies. So pursue problems every day of your life. Wake up looking for trouble. Wake up looking for problems to solve, because it's in solving problems that wealth lies. We're talking about contribution, we're talking about impact, we're talking about making the world a better place. Only those that are solving humanity problems deserves the wealth of the earth. I'm sure you're seeing some truths about what we're sharing. So let's take some action points for today. What are action points? Decide one big action you must take every day that will make the most impact to your life and business. Announce it publicly or share with people who will hold you accountable. That becomes a problem. That becomes a problem for you. That becomes a problem you must solve. You know, decide that big action. Sorry, I think this is an error. Okay. Decide that big action. Decide a problem you have decided to solve. Decide a problem you must face daily and put all of your energy in solving that problem. And as you do that, life begins to reward you with more benefits. Life begins to reward you with more benefit, and wealth starts to tilt towards you. Wealth and abundance starts to tilt towards you. Thank you so much. Before I release us, let's quickly share. Let's quickly take advantage of these opportunities again. If you are yet to get this book, kindly go ahead and order for the books. Consider becoming a member of the Trescaro tribe. It's a tremendous place to be. It's a place of impact. It's a place where your life begins to change at a pace you will hardly be able to catch up with. You know, the Seleton Masterclass was created because of you and that product that you have. Enough of struggling, enough of begging people to buy something that is of valuable to them. Focus on people who will run after you and beg you to pay for what you have. If you are here to subscribe to this YouTube channel, please go ahead and do that. Thank you very much. We will be coming your way again tomorrow. We basically have 3 days to go. It's my pleasure always coming to your space. Have a great day and ensure that you make the best of today.